How many of us pick up the Bible each and every day? Probably not a lot of us. Maybe not even for years at a time, or weeks or months, It's so important to read your word each and every day. He says, read my word that you may not forget me. It is so insane how our brains literally forget the Lord our God. We're supposed to love him with all of our mind, all of our soul, and all of our hearts. Okay? And all in that, if you love your neighbor as yourself, you have kept the whole commandments. Why does he say that? That's profound, Just love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, and your soul. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. Well, literally, if you love your neighbor as yourself, like you have kept the law, because in that you won't kill your neighbor, in that you will help your neighbor, in that when you see your neighbor walking and he doesn't have a vehicle, you'll help him, you'll give him money. And I'm just saying like in that, but it's just love. Love covers over a multitude of sins.